How's it going, guys? It's C-RadTV at a WWE Smackdown review from January 29th. 68 days till WrestleMania 35. Let's just jump right into it. So Smackdown starts off with the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble match winner Becky Lynch coming out to the ring. Becky, of course, as you may have seen on Raw, Becky has decided that she wants to challenge Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania, or whoever the Raw Women's Champion may be. So Becky comes out. Of course, Becky says that Monday she couldn't resist looking into Ronda's angry little eyes again. And then Becky says that she doesn't crumble when she loses, unlike Ronda. Then Becky goes on and calls Ronda an arrogant dope. And then Becky says that she's proud of her how hard she worked to get here. Let's put this in perspective. Last year, Becky was in the pre-show in that WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. 1 year later, she's potentially going to be in the main event of WrestleMania because the main event for Mania 35 is supposed to be a women's match. And it's supposed to involve Ronda Rousey, so right there's your main event. And then Becky goes on and says that she's going to break Ronda's arm at WrestleMania in front of the whole world. So then Charlotte Flair's music hit. Charlotte Flair comes out. Of course, Charlotte says that she's happy for Becky from going from pre-show to main event. And then Charlotte says that Becky grew into the man with lessons from the Queen. And then Charlotte says she's glad she could do it all for Becky. So Charlotte's taking credit for Becky getting over with the crowd. Okay. I'm pretty sure Becky did it all herself. So then, as Becky's about to speak, Becky then goes and throws a big right to Charlotte's face, laying out Charlotte. And then Becky walks away and gets out of the ring. As Becky's walking up the ramp, Charlotte comes out of the ring and then attacks Becky from behind to start a brawl. The refs will come in to break it up along with security. Becky goes and fights back until the refs officially broke it up. So yeah, Becky getting some with Charlotte. But yeah, let's continue on. Let's see how this plays out. Continuing on, next up, we have a matchup for the United States Championship. New United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura defends against R-Truth. Yes, R-Truth did not enter the Rumble at number 30 because he got attacked by Nia Jax. So this is Truth's consolation prize for it. So, of course, Truth goes on and says that he got jacked up Sunday. And then Carmella says that Truth deserved to be in the Rumble. Yeah. No, nah. And then Truth said that he went from rapping to napping. Nobody likes a rhymer. Truth then says that he would have won Sunday. Don't make me laugh, Truth. You would be the last person WWE would have winning the fucking Rumble. Get the fuck out of here with that garbage. Well, to the matchup, this match was absolute garbage. Highlights of the match. Shinsuke's single dropkick was good along with her first exploder. Truth then botches the electric slam. He didn't get all of it. Shinsuke's knees in the corner look good. So match ending, Truth would roll up Shinsuke. Shinsuke would kick out, but as he kicked out, the ref already hit 3 on the mat. So Truth gets the 3 count for the win. And R-Truth is your new United States Champion. Well, this is obviously garbage moment of the week. You have Shinsuke kick out as the ref hit 3. But the ref's decision was that Truth is your new United States Champion. So the U.S. title has now gone in a complete game of hot potato. Went from Rusev to Shinsuke and then R-Truth. So in other words, what was the point of putting the title back on Shinsuke if he wasn't even going to hold on to it for a couple days? Like, that was fucking dumb. Like, if they wanted Truth to win the title so bad, they should have had Truth compete for it in the pre-show, the Royal Rumble. I fucking hate hot games of hot potato. Because it just devalues the title. Well, then again, nothing in WWE matters or is prestigious, so fuck it. What's the point? So then after the match, Rusev comes out. Of course, Rusev then goes on saying that the U.S. title deserves better than Shinsuke and R-Truth. Yes, it deserves better. So then Rusev challenges Truth to a U.S. title match if Truth wasn't too tired. Truth then goes on, accepts after Carmella shoves Lana, and then Rusev shoves Truth. So to the match, one highlight in this entire match, Rusev's dropkick, which was hit during commercial. To our match ending, Truth botches the leg scissor flip, complete botch, and then Truth rolls up, which leads to a roll up for Truth. Truth gets a 3 count for the win to retain. So apparently you could botch a move and still win the match. Honestly, if I was in the ring and someone botched their move on me, I would have kicked out and then told them to do it again, and this time do it right. Because, well, that just makes the match look like shit. But then after a match, while Truth celebrating, Shinsuke would come back out and attack R-Truth from behind for post-match assault. Rusev joins in, so I guess this means Rusev is officially a heel, so we have a heel turn. Rusev goes on, hits the Machka kick, and then Shinsuke hits the Kinshasa on R-Truth. Both Shinsuke and Rusev stand tall. So, yeah. And of course, I believe next week on SmackDown, Rusev and Shinsuke are going to team up to take on the club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. But continuing on, next up, we were going to get a one-on-one match between Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe. But before the match, Selena Vega would come out, and then Selena was on saying that Rey had something to do with Selena being banned from ringside last week. Yeah, to make it a fair match, Selena. So then Selena asks if Rey is distracted on her rather than focusing on his match. But while Selena was talking to Rey, Andrade Cien Almas comes out from the crowd and attacks Rey from behind for pre-match assault. Andrade would then go, he'd hit 2 amigos, but when he went for the third, Rey would counter, briefly fight back. Andrade would then regain control when he counters the 619. Andrade hits the hammerlock DDT and stands tall. So the match is ruled a no contest because Joe didn't even come out. So this was just a brawl. And we also find out that Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose are both declaring entry into the Women's Tag Team Elimination Chamber match. So I guess on SmackDown it's just going to be teams declaring entry rather than winning and earning your way in. Remember how McMahon said that everyone was going to have to earn their opportunities by matches? What the fuck happened here in this situation? Like, Nia and Tamina had to qualify in a match to get in. Same deal with the Riot Squad and probably Bayley and Sasha Banks, because we know Bayley and Sasha are going to beat Nikki and Alicia next Monday. What the fuck is Mandy and Sonya's excuse? Why would they get a free pass? Last I checked, neither of them got creative control in their contract, so what the fuck gives? And this is why we think whatever the McMahons say is a giant load of shit. And speaking of the McMahons, next up it's the best tag team championship celebration in the world, where The Miz and Shane McMahon are celebrating their SmackDown Tag Team Championship victory against The Bar Sunday at the Royal Rumble. Shane gets to live a childhood dream, and at the same time, Miz gets to make another title prestigious again. Because he already made the Intercontinental title prestigious again, now it's time for the SmackDown tag titles to get prestigious. So Miz and Shane come out. So Miz first asks Shane, where's the surprise and where's all the confetti, the balloons, and all the champagne? And then Shane said that what he had planned is bigger than champagne, confetti, and balloons. And then Shane says that Miz will never forget this moment. So Shane then goes on playing a Miz video package of how Miz and Shane became a team, all the way to their success Sunday at the Royal Rumble. And then Shane goes on and introduces Miz's dad, George. And when he talked to Miz, he addressed Miz as his real name, Michael. Or Mike Mizanin. So addressing him by real name, so that's breaking the fourth wall. So then Miz's dad, George, comes out to the ring. And then George tells Miz that he's not only happy for Miz, he's proud of Miz. And then all four raise their hands high. This was your surprise, Shane? fucking failed that massively. 0 out of 10 for originality. That fucking surprise sucked. Honestly, you would have been better off with champagne, confetti, and balloons. So then Miz asked Shane who are they going to defend their titles against first. And then Shane announced that right now there will be a fatal 4-way elimination match to decide their number for the number 1 contender. And this fatal 4-way match consists of the Usos, the Jimmy and Jay, the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Big E, specifically with Xavier Woods at ringside, and Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovich and Tucker Knight. So to the matchup, highlights of the match. Otis' standing seated senton was good along with his power slam. Heavy's double splash was good along with Cesaro's overhead gut wrench suplex. Jimmy's jawbreaker and his side suplex are good too, along with Jay's Samoan drop. The New Day's power bomb stomp combo was very well done. Heavy Machinery would then hit the compactor on Kofi Kingston. Tucker gets the 3 count to eliminate the new Kofi and the New Day from the matchup. Because the rules are, once one man hits a move, once one member of a team is eliminated, the entire team is out of the match. So then continuing after that, Jimmy's suicide dive was very good too. The Bar would then throw Jay to the timekeeper's area. Bar would hit a double 4-way slam on Jay during commercial break. Too bad it was a commercial, looked good too. Tucker's sidewalk slam was good along with Otis's overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And Otis's caterpillar elbow. Words. Can I grammar? Otis's caterpillar elbow was very well done too. We once again get to see that man do an impressive worm. Heavy slingshot into a slam was very well done. Tucker's back body drop followed by Jimmy Uso's crossbody was very well done. Jimmy's insecurity and followed by a super kick was very well done too. Sheamus would then hit the bro kick on Tucker Knight. Sheamus gets the 3 count to eliminate Heavy Machinery from the match. Cesaro would also have some good uppercuts in the match too. Jimmy would hit 2 super kicks to the match ending. Jay would hit the Uso splash on Sheamus. Jay gets the 3 count for the win. So at Elimination Chamber, Miz and Shane McMahon defend the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Usos. That's going to be a good match, can't wait. That match would actually end up being the main event. But hold up, we ain't done yet. Because next up, we have a segment to end the show. So WWE Champion Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring. Daniel Bryan, of course, is celebrating his win Sunday against AJ Styles at the Rumble, with an assist from Eric Rowan. Daniel then says that the WWE Universe won Sunday when Daniel Bryan won. And then Daniel goes on saying that he's the planet's champion. Then Daniel says that Eric Rowan understands the truth Daniel speaks. So then Eric Rowan's music hits. Eric Rowan comes out to the ring with a bag in hand, with something in that bag. What could be in the bag? We're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. So Daniel goes on and says that Eric was reading Holzer and understanding the earth and the truths of it. And then Daniel now says that Eric can now see the facade of the WWE Universe and WWE. And Daniel admits that AJ Styles is right, and that Daniel was a hypocrite. But Daniel says he's only a hypocrite because he carries the current WWE Championship design. So then Daniel goes on and lists everything the title is made out of, and the final thing he mentioned was that the belt itself was made from leather off of a cow. And Daniel goes on and says the cow's name is Daisy. And then Daniel goes on saying Daisy had a very great life, got to live outside, but Daisy had to feel undesirable pain. And then Daniel says that Daisy had to give her life for the design of the WWE Championship because it's made of leather. So then Daniel goes and throws the WWE title in a garbage can and calls the title trash. And then Daniel says he needs a new symbol for change. So then Eric Rowan goes, opens the bag, and Daniel Bryan unveils a new WWE Championship design. The design, it's a title. Daniel then goes on to list the materials the title is made out of. It's made of hemp and oak. And the side plates and the main plate on the title is made out of foam. Like the actual leather is made out of hemp. So it's like a leather bag belt. Title design, though. In the end, it looks like absolute shit. If I can get a photo, I'll show it on the screen. Like, that title belt looks fucking ugly as shit. If it ever comes out as a replica, I sure as shit want to buy it. Fuck that shit. I'm happy. I was happy with the current design we have. I'm happy with all these replica belts I have on the wall. I don't give a fuck if it was made out of a cow. I'll still fucking wear them. I don't give a shit. I still like them no matter what. So then Daniel goes and calls the fans ignorant. And then that's when AJ Styles would come out to the ring. AJ then goes on and asks if Daniel was smoking the wood off of the title. That's a funny one. Oh, making drug references on a PG show. That's really going edgy. And then AJ goes on and calls Eric Rowan the biggest insurance policy he has ever seen. And then Randy Orton's music hits. He comes out. During commercial break, Jeff Hardy would also come out along with Mustafa Ali. Of course, Mustafa's saying that he doesn't want to wait in line and he wants a shot at Daniel Bryan because he pinned Daniel a couple weeks ago in a tag match. And then Samoa Joe's music hits. Samoa Joe comes out to the ring. Joe, of course, saying that he's not going to wait in line anymore. And then Joe says Mustafa got lucky Sunday. And Joe wants a shot at the WWE title. Then Samoa Joe goes to AJ and then asks AJ, how's Wendy? For anyone that doesn't know her, has been living under a rock, Wendy is AJ Styles' wife. And then AJ would hit Joe with a big right, and that'd start a brawl. In this brawl, Randy would go and hit an RKO on Samoa Joe. Jeff would hit a twist of fate on Randy Orton. During all of this, Daniel Bryan would go on and say that no one, not one of them, is getting a one-on-one shot with Daniel Bryan for the WWE title. And then Daniel says he's going to be WWE Champion forever. Good luck with that, Daniel. You're not Brock Lesnar. They're not going to let you hold the belt forever. You can try, but you won't. And then Triple H appears on the Titantron. And then Triple H tells Daniel that Daniel's right. Daniel will defend the belt against one of them. Daniel will defend the belt against everyone in the ring. Inside the Elimination Chamber in 3 weeks. So then after that, the brawl would then go on and continue. Daniel and Eric Rowan would then run for the backstage area. And that's how we end SmackDown, with the brawl continuing. So at the Chamber, Daniel Bryan defends against AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, and Samoa Joe. And it's inside the Chamber. So that's the second Chamber match. So yeah, this SmackDown was very terrible. We had U.S. title game, hot potato. Like, the only good thing about the show was, and there was that massive disappointment with Shane McMahon's surprise for Miz. And then Daniel Bryan unveiling that crappy WWE Championship design that makes me want to vomit. It was just as trash at Raw. I give SmackDown the same rating I gave Raw. 3 out of 10, my final rating. Garbage ass show. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And oh, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, WWE's having that halftime heat thing this Sunday during Super Bowl halftime. Because Vince legit thinks he could beat Maroon 5 in the ratings. And they could be the most social talking show. No, you're not. There's no way in hell you're beating Maroon 5 in the ratings. Good try. Because if I asked outsiders, would they rather watch the Maroon 5 halftime show in the Super Bowl or watch a WWE match in an empty arena? I guarantee you everyone's going to say Maroon 5 over WWE because they all know WWE is so far down the shitter. that it's not even funny anymore. Like, god damn it, Vince, get fucking real. Like, there's being stupid, and then there's being an utter fucking jackass. And guess where you rank on the list, Vince? An utter fucking jackass. This is going to fail massively Sunday, and personally, I can't fucking wait to see this fail. I don't care if it has NXT talent. It ain't gonna be enough to beat Maroon 5. Good try. Alright, this isn't 1999. This is 2019. Things are a lot different than what it was 20 years ago. Get real. But yeah, I think I ran it on long enough. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that, Private Pile?
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.